Okay, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and our home team. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Break. 98. Watch 98. 98 to Mike. I'm coming for you. You mine. Shift. Check now. Look. Squeeze.
Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Ekeler. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
You ain't doing nothing today. Watch 98. Watch 98. 98 to Mike.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
Off the play fake. Herbert. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, you might be a little jumpy as well. It might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Ready up. 98. Watch 98. 98 to Mike. Hey, come on up. Come on up. Bravo. 198. Watch 98. 98 to Mike.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
198.
From the gun, Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah. Look at me. Go. Here we go again. Go. Switch gears.
Running on 1st down, Ekeler. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Exit. Bang. You draw Corker. Hey, orbit. What?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert. Hunter Henry brings it in. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Well, last year, Henry really looked poised for a prime breakout season, but then May 22nd, tore his ACL during OTAs, ruled out for the year. Actually was added to the active roster in a pretty heroic return for their playoff clash with New England, but did not play. 29 career games for Henry, 12 touchdowns, and now with Antonio Gates' career coming to a close, they expect a lot out of the 24-year-old Hunter Henry. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Hey, defense. Hey, defense, let's go. Check 37. Check 37. General West. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Shoot.
On second down, Eckler. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Let's go. Let's go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got Allen. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
There you go. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Hey, let's get off the field.
Second and 6. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder from Michigan, Devin Bush. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
What's up? 59, what's up? 59, what's up?
On second down, McFarland. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
So that bench release is go. Hey, Haywood! Rip right. No, check that. We want Mike 52 right here. Double bump. I think you got it, son. Go.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Motion out of the backfield. Watch that. Recon, 132 fighter. 198. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Come. Go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Let's go.
Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 is they had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
Well, warm up QB too. Let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson.
Watching that play unfold or watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. A give, Eckler running to the right. He will push his way down to about the 14. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty.
Hey! Hey, Foxtrot! Ready?
Operating from the gun. Herbert got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 5th. Touchdown now on the year as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd down.
Black 20. 52's the mic. Now watch one. Yeah. 52's the mic, boys. 52. Go. Hey, Echo.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
Hey, blockers.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on 4th.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Pick me up. Here we go. Hey, 2. Mike 2 is the mic. Mike 5. Hey, alert. Black,
They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Leo! Hey, Delta!
They'll try the right side with Eckler, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Now! Hey, seam 6.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Oh, here we go. Oh.
From the gun, Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
80 weapons. Go. No. Hard. Hit it.
They'll run here with Eckler. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Hey, lock it. Go.
Crash.
Get it.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Watch 98. 98's the mic.
Topper.
Slam. Out. Shift.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Badgley able to knock this one through. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the... End zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Check 50.
Take 2 of them.
Tighten up.
Let's go.
On second down now, McFarland. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
I'm here all day.
They go play action here on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
No spacing. Whoa!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Roethlisberger to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick. Play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Ready,
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Go. 61, matchbox lights. Hey, Alpha.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Hey, check my... Watch it.
2nd and 4. Caught by Allen. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Check 55. Check 55 for Mike. Time to go, night. Mike, 55. Check 55.
Go.
A final shot before break. Herbert. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Mike Williams. Incomplete. He was covered by Steven Nelson.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Hey.
Mike 5-5.
Five.
Come off the ball. Come on. Mike 55.
A final shot before break. Herbert, he's airing it out for Williams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Let's go.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Denzel Perryman. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
It's 2nd down.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Easy. What is that? 8.
52.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Watch the slant.
Jack 16.
Hey, let's get
Hey, exit.
Get that ball.
And they will not get the snap off here. This is going to back them up halfway. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
These two. 77.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. Johnson was the intended receiver. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
Hey!
Watch the motion.
Chase, Sam off. Snap.
they'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch out. Watch twins.
They'll run on 1st down. McFarland. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Hey, Charlie.
Now on 2nd and 13, Roethlisberger. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh 1st.
1st down, Steelers.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
50.
My 52.
Hey,
I'm coming after you.
Bravo.
52's the mic.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning this first.
Black and turn.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to wind up and air it out. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He finds an opening past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. What a great surprise Austin Ekeler has turned out to be. That's the kid that was undrafted out of Western State, signed with the Chargers in 2017, and then last season, 554 yards at 5.2 yards per carry, and then he was also effective catching the football. 39 receptions, over 400 yards there. A great compliment to Melvin Gordon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Got it. 55 to Mike. Check. 55 to Mike.
Here we go.
Go.
Go get him. Go get him. Go get him.
Hey, orbit.
Mike, 55. Check. 55. Mike. 3 buzz. 3 buzz. Mike, 55. Mike, 55.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Yes.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Sit up. Hit it.
Off play action. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they are silly, and it leads to a play action sack.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Show it up. Show it up.
Alert.
Get him. Get him.
Pilot, 64. Weak. Takes both of them. 10. Blockers back.
On 1st down, McFarland, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Ready? Black 20. 44.
52 to Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. Kill.
Knicker. Black.
On the run is Connor. And he'll be taken down at the 18. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
On just about every team, okay, forget it. On every team, the goal is to be in 3rd and what they call manageable, to give yourself a chance to pick up a 1st down. How about that call on 2nd down? The big man puts them in position to make it 3rd and manageable. I wonder if they'll get a second chance at it to try and pick up the 1st down.
And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to about the 19. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Hey, high 7.
Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll run on first down. McFarland. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
No spacing.
On 2nd and 1, Roethlisberger. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. 2 yards, good enough for first. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. On first down, McFarland. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Roethlisberger. And the catch made by Johnson. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Alert, alert. Hey, wahoo.
Give me that ball, defense.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Johnson's got it complete. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
At the 50-yard line.
Mike 52.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Complete, it's Johnson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
As a general manager, you're counting on your 1st and 2nd round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Easy, easy.
On 2nd and 7, Roethlisberger to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. There defensively was Nasir Adderley making a nice play.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And the Steelers on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
52. Mike 52.
Here's Roethlisberger. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Monday.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
52's the Mike. Watch.
X3. 218. Chop.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are back within a single score. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out there?
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
Spin. Check. Recon, 132 fighter. SOS. No spacing. World.
Check that. What Mike do?
Go.
They want this. Check, 52.
Quarter.
52.
Roethlisberger. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Let's go.
27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Check.
Look, squeeze.
Once more, here's Eckler. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. The battle in the trenches, never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches.
Check 31. Check 31.
Off the play fake. Herbert. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Check, look at me. Door, fight.
Going on the ground with Eckler. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Trotty. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's a gain of 34.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
1st down, and they stick with Eckler. And he's brought down. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Hey.
198. Watch 98. 98's the mic.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Melvin Ingram in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Roethlisberger. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the home team here, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night, everybody.